Hey, good morning, everybody. Sitting here working on a very interesting tin. We have 166,000 cubic yards of dirt that was apparently not required for a construction project, some survey issues, control issues, whatever. Anyways, this video is an answer to one of our expert service clients who has a potential claim of a unwritten rights road, and he asked about, how do we prove unwritten rights, or how do I prove it? What's my philosophy? So I've got three different types of evidence when I'm working with unwritten rights. And let me first back up and say surveyors collect evidence in order to prove or disprove unwritten rights. Surveyors do not offer opinions as to unwritten rights because that's really more of a real property title expert question. But surveyors play a very vital role because we provide the evidence of the unwritten rights, either for or against whatever we find. So, how do I prove unwritten rights? Three different categories of information. Number one is going to be prior land surveys, prior maps, whatever. We may have military maps. That's how the Missouri River border got proven. We may have land surveys from a couple years or a couple decades ago. Really good stuff because surveys are accurate. The second form of evidence I love, aerial photos. An aerial photo, a satellite image, whatever, is a great source of evidence because, if you've got this road in dispute, you could have aerial photos from the 1930s still showing where this road was or is, the dimensions, the location, whatever. So, aerial photos, land surveys. The third, which I feel like is a cherry on top, is going to be witness statements. I got a bunch of witness statements from the restaurant employees, from the restaurant patrons, and they told me that this parking lot was used for decades and it was owned by a condo association, the land, but the strip was being used so that the trash truck and the patrons and the employees could all park and use. And I love witness statements from uninterested parties because they're so natural, they're so useful because it describes the use and everything. It's great stuff. So, witness statements, aerial photos, and we've got land surveys. Now, what else do I want to see? Well, in order to compare these historic documents, I also want to see a current, accurate, complete land survey. And that compares the prior historical documents to the current situation. And comparing the two, we will know more about what's changed, what's been altered, what's been the same, whatever. Now, are there other sources of information I want to find? Absolutely. And it's all fact dependent. It could be road commission meeting notes. It could be state archive documents. It could be all kinds of stuff that is extras, even stuff from the utilities or other county, city records, public land system documents, whatever. But if I'm going to start off by analyzing an unwritten rights claim, I want those three things: aerial map, land surveys or maps, and witness statements. And then I want to do a current survey. If I can do that, I'm going to have a great start to my unwritten rights claim. Because remember, most unwritten rights are not a preponderance standard, it's much higher, clear and convincing. So if you're trying to prove an unwritten rights claim, you've got a steep row to hoe. And if you collect all this essential evidence, it's going to make your job much easier. So get collecting that evidence, and it's going to be a while. So be prepared to spend a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of patience getting this evidence because unwritten rights claims are difficult to prove, but I've seen it done before. So get started on your homework, and I wish you the best of luck.